Hello, this is BlackFemmeBeauty. I'm here to do an energy reading for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. So I'm just going to jump right into it. Spirit, give us some messages, please, for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter signs. What's going on with Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter signs? Repel, Kohash, repel, resourcefulness. So we have repel and resourcefulness for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Black cohosh is also, often used as a dietary supplement and medicinally as a remedy for gynecological and other disorders, including sore throats, kidney problems, and depression. This plant is poisonous in large doses and can irritate nerve centers, can interfere with birth control, and may cause abortion. One of the most striking features of black cohosh is its medicinal smell, which repels many insects. Its informal name is bugbane. Its informal name is bugbane and gives rise to its oracle property repel. It may be a strange word to see in an oracle context, but there are many situations in which rejecting, ejecting, repelling, or warding off may be necessary. Consider what to do with bad energy, the unwelcome advances of someone, or even your own negative thoughts or feelings. Push away things that are holding you back or weighing you down, such as negative self-talk, draining people or situations, or destructive criticism. Dwelling on the negative is seldom helpful. In the Tarot deck, the Six of Swords is one card that speaks of cutting ties and moving on. The Devil Tarot card, especially in reverse, could be warning you for negative bonds or dependencies that are holding you back. Separations, endings, and rejection, these are all difficult parts of the human experience, but sometimes these radical actions are needed for new growth to happen. Kohash, repel, also known as bugbane. I've never heard of that. I think this one is going to have something to do with the reproductive system too, because this Kohash, bugbane, was speaking about how it's used as, it can be used as a contraceptive. Huckleberry is next. I'm looking up the scientific name. I can have Biggie 197. Ali Boumaye. Give me this Somalia. Resourcefulness. The huckleberry is an interesting plant that has resisted human efforts of domestication. Despite many attempts, no one has successfully farmed huckleberries. The oracle properties resourcefulness refers to this plant's ability to grow on cliffs, loose gravel, rocky ledges, and in alpine regions where the snow lies thick for half the year. In areas devastated by forest fires, huckleberries will be one of the first plants to emerge from the ashy soil. In fact, this is an incredible plant. Was one of the only survivors of the 1980 eruption of Mount St. Helens volcano. Resourcefulness can be finding ways to turn adversity into opportunity. Like the huckleberry, benefiting from increased sun in areas where the forest canopy has been damaged by fire. Another kind of resourcefulness is the ability to take what you have and use it to its greatest potential. The huckleberry always reminds me that sometimes success comes not from being the brightest, shiniest, boldest person, but from the strategic patience, laying low, hiding under the snow until the right opportunity presents itself. Oracle property for huckleberry is resourcefulness. Ever and ever. Ever and ever and ever. I'm going to clarify these with the Moonology Oracle deck, seeing as though we are still in the new moon of Taurus right now, as of yesterday. Spirit, clarify this for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Repel and resourcefulness. Give me one card to clarify these. Two? Okay. Repel, resourcefulness. For Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Thank you, Spirit. I'm truly grateful for your lessons, your blessings, and your love. Lessons, boy. Ooh. First card out. The end of a tough cycle approaches. Full moon in Capricorn. The end of a tough cycle approaches. A personal issue reaches resolution. Full moon in Cancer. A personal issue reaches resolution. What's going on here, Spirit, for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter? So far, I'm getting with this repel. It's more to do with you, Taurus. Repelling the mindset, thought form, conditioning, breaking free of what no longer serves you, making the best out of what you have. Because from what I'm getting from this, you may not be in the greatest of spirits right now, Taurus. I mean, with this new moon in Taurus, it also was a solar eclipse. So depending on what you are releasing and what you have going on and what you intended, whether it's to get out of a situation or good, bad, is subjective. You're not in the greatest of spaces, especially with this end of tough cycle approaches. What's going on here in the 3D for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter? So first card out is Garden, socialize publicly, socialize, visible publicly, also online. This tough cycle could be a relationship or not necessarily a relationship, just being single too. Stars, spirituality, inspired expansion. A personal issue reaches resolution. This could be something that you manifested with the resources you have. This could be one reading or this could be split in two. Some people could definitely resonate with the resourcefulness, using their resources to make the best of what they have. A personal issue reaches resolution, and stars. Spirituality, inspired expansion. What I'm getting from the stars, spirituality, inspired expansion, is manifestation. Something you used your resources to manifest, to work on, and to manifest is coming to fruition. Full moon in Cancer. What else is going on here? Repel. Incoming message regarding both of these situations. It could just be one situation. Like, we could be repelling these negative thoughts, conditioning, things that no longer serve us, thought forms, frequencies, vibrations, no longer being low vibrational, feeding, being high vibrational, and turning the other cheek, for lack of a better term. And then you have the end of a tough cycle approaches. I mean, it's going to be whatever you feed. If you feed into, well, I was listening to Joel Osteen today. He said if you feed Jacob versus Israel, I don't know what verse, but you know, it's you're going to create more of what you feed. The stronger you feed the bullshit, the stronger the bullshit will be in your life. If you starve the bullshit, I mean, it may not necessarily go away, because you're always going to have to balance your health self and choose to vibrate higher, because it's always going to be things that trigger you. Things, people, situation, places that trigger you. But if you choose to turn the other cheek, like I said, for lack of a better phrase, the end of the tough cycle will approach. And I feel like you've been repelling that. This repel is relating to low vibrational energy, thoughts, forms, frequencies, vibrations, things that you used to do that you don't want to do no more. And it's being shown. People are seeing that you have changed and you are changing. You've been socializing. You've been being visibly seen online publicly. They seeing like, all right, so they don't even do what they used to do no more. It's been this long and they ain't just found any old somebody to be with. Could be that too. Writer, incoming messages and or news. What's the backstory here for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter Spirit? What's the backstory? What's behind the scenes here with this repel and this resourcefulness, this turning the other cheek, this leaving behind what no longer serves Taurus and moving forward into resolutions, expansion, inspiration, spirituality? What's behind the scenes here? I'm getting international travel for some. That's not behind the scenes. That's coming forward. That's one thing you manifest in international travel. 2 more times. What's behind the scenes here for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter? Those who resonate with this spread thus far. Yeah. I'm listening to, who is this? Kurt Cobain, Team Spirit. No, I don't know all the words. If you do, that's good for you. First card out, 4 of Pentacles. So this is saving, stability. But I feel like this is saving yourself. 4 of Pentacles came out. 9 of Swords. Just in some type of mental grief, up all night. And then we go into the hermit mode, which brings us to where we are with the spirituality, expired expansion. Clarify this 9 of Swords. 5 of Swords. So I'm getting this 9 of Swords is to do with a situation or a decision made that really, like, it worked out in your favor, but it was still kind of somewhat a loss. What is this 5 of Swords? Hello. Justice. Ooh. Clarify this 4 of Pentacles. Like I said, saving yourself through study, work, career, finances, which brings us to the resourcefulness. 2 of Pentacles. How did I pick this up? It was in the reverse. But I'm getting this 2 of Pentacles in a reverse is to do with this 4 of Pentacles, this saving, and this 8 of Pentacles. Like, you have to figure out what it is you want to do. And with that being said, you've been repelling and not feeding the things that didn't really light your fire. You could have been doing like 8 or 9 things, but 3 of them, it was just like, you know, I do that sometimes when I'm a little bored, when I ain't got nothing else to do, when I'm waiting on this to get done, but I don't really fuck with that. It was indecision, but now it's not. Clarify this Hermit. Page of Pentacles. This is going back to the drawing board, though, using all your resources again to figure out what it is you want to do moving forward in business, love, whatever it is. I feel like this is to do with business, expanding your money, your stability, as well as a love relationship. Just a little bit, though, not too much of a love relationship. But this is, again, giving me resourcefulness, which you already got. A personal issue reaches resolution. Spirituality, inspired expansion. You going into hermit mode brought you back to use your resources. I say that a lot. Use your resources. Your resources could be people, could be family, could be books, could be your doctor. You never know what type of resource or support system you got until you tap into it. You'd be surprised who knows you who and who's in your corner. Ten of Cups, clarifying the Page of Pentacles, and the Hermit. Yeah. You went within to see what it is you really wanted, and you're working towards that. Because like I said, you were doing all of these things, but you done narrowed it down to what you really want to do. And you're still working out the kinks, using your resources, which brought us, because this is behind the scenes, which brought us to the end of a tough cycle approaches. I think that's definitely to do with your money and your resources, since this is all Pentacles. Full moon in Capricorn. Whatever the opposite sign is in Capricorn is in, this is going to come to fruition. I can't think of off the top of my head what opposite sign of Capricorn. Let me see. Sign of Capricorn is Cancer. So this can be a turn. The end of a tough cycle approaches. This is full moon in Capricorn, so this means this will be the new moon, around the new moon, and it'll be Cancer season, basically. And like I said, I think this is to do with your finances, but this is you repelling, disregarding, restricting what no longer serves you anymore. Bugbane. Like I said, that's behind the scenes, getting your money together. And then this incoming message. I feel like this incoming message, though, and then again, this is behind the scenes. I feel like this is somebody, this is separate from this. Like, I feel like Taurus, this is you, but this here with Nine of Swords, Five of Swords, and Justice, this is somebody else. Coming in to speak, because Swords is communication too, clarity. I mean, Wands can, well, Eight of Wands can be communication, but Swords is communication too. But anyway, we ain't gonna dwell on that other energy. What else is going on here? So behind the scenes for this resourcefulness, personal issues, resolution, and stars, we got the Hermit, Page of Pentacles, which is some more resources, and Ten of Cups. I feel like you did everything you did to manifest whatever it is you did. And then with this full moon in Cancer, this is going to be during Capricorn season. I wouldn't be surprised if some of y'all getting married during Capricorn season, because the opposite sign of Cancer is Capricorn, since the opposite sign of Capricorn is Cancer. I'm assuming I'm not an astrologist, but that's just what makes sense to me. But astrology is a whole different beast. But anyway, this is during Capricorn season. A personal issue reaches resolution. I wouldn't be surprised if it's marriage, because I feel like people went within on the behind the scenes to manifest spirituality, expired expansion, to manifest what it is they wanted for themselves. And money, stability. Pentacles for me, usually it's the Ace of Pentacles, but Pentacles for me is a foundation to create a legacy. Ace of Pentacles, you know, for me, I feel like that's legacy. But Ten of Cups is coming out to clarify that too, behind the scenes. So I feel like some of y'all Taurus went within to also figure out what it is you wanted and use your resources to help yourself. And like I said, them resources could have been family, friends, your doctor, healing, all types of stuff, insurance, whatever it is, you used it to help yourself and create what it is you wanted for you. I need one more card to close this out. Two more cards. Okay, we got Knight of Pentacles. This is a slow moving knight. Oh yeah, this is to do with this justice, this Nine of Swords, this Five of Swords. Somebody coming towards you that didn't mean you no good in the past. Give me a card to close this out for Taurus. Yeah. The Sun. The Sun came out in reverse though. Is the deck in reverse? No. Let me see. I turned it over. With the right side up. Okay. Right side up. Anyway. The Sun. Healing, vitality, warmth, success. Yeah, like I said, this is something you created. You repelled the bullshit. Got into your resources. And then came out with the Sun. Healed, whole, and ready. Eyes ready. 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 Shit, yeah, I'm ready. Isn't that what the boxer said on Harlem Nights? Anyway, give me one more card to surmise and close this reading out that is in alignment with the highest good of Taurus and the highest good of all involved. A personal issue is coming to resolution. Full moon in Cancer. Chaos and conflict. We ain't gonna worry about that though, because we got this here repelling it. 33, break it down to a 6. If it does come to play, I feel like you gonna repel. Focus on you and what you need to do versus feeding this. We get one more card. Clarify this chaos and conflict. New life. You're going to be like the Phoenix rising. I was thinking about the Phoenix earlier. Oh, when I was reading this for Huckleberry, it was talking about this was the only plant that survived the volcano of St. Helen or something when I was reading the guidebook. And out of the ash and everything, the Huckleberry survived. That's when I was thinking about the Phoenix again. But now I'm thinking about it again with this chaos and conflict bringing new life for you. But I feel like you done already came out of the chaos and conflict. You got 333 here, 93 breaking down to a 12. 333. Anyway, thank you, Taurus. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Good luck. And again, like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if some of y'all getting married or getting engaged during Capricorn season.